And welcome back to French Quarter Fest 2024, where we are rocking and rolling with a lot of artists who are making French Quarter Fest what it is. We are on the Love Louisiana Stage, sponsored by WWL TV. With us now is the Abramson Sci Academy Brass Band. You guys have done so much work over the past year. First, let me introduce yourselves in regards to the band.
My name is Mr. Johnny Van Buren. I am the band director at Abramson Sci Academy.
My name is Kieran Johnson. I'm the band captain at Abramson Sci Academy, and I play trumpet.
Trumpet, right?
Trumpet.
How y'all doing? My name is Cesar Mejia. I play trombone for Abramson Sci Academy.
You know, I'll start with you. You know, when you think about French Quarter Fest, what is it like to know these younger musicians are coming into the fold of what we're seeing for these, legendary artists here in New Orleans?
I think it's like an amazing event, amazing time for them to come out here, because it's give them an opportunity to be like performers, and this may be something that they want to do once they get older, and they may be the ones that everybody's legendary one day. So this is the beginning stage of them. Okay, then maybe this is something I can do, and just move forward with it from this point on.
And how have you seen that have an impact on kids' lives?
I think a lot of the times, a lot of kids have a lot of different options. Music is one of the biggest things, especially in our city, that kids gravitate to. I think that with these kids, these brass band kids, they see a lot of the second lines, they see a lot of the culture. Yeah. They're big on the culture of New Orleans, so I think with them, they also I get a little money every now and then for doing some particular gigs, so it's like an eye opening to them. So them pursuing it will be great,
And as a young musician, what makes you want to do this?
It's really about the culture of New Orleans. It's like at a young age, you just start doing the culture, being around older people that do the culture, and they pass it down to you so you can learn once you get older and pass it down to the next generation. It's really just like a trickling effect.
And what is it like to see that as a young musician, that these older musicians are really part of that culture as well, that they want you guys to take up that legacy?
I mean, they care. They're not selfish. They like to pass the knowledge down to the younger, so we can pass it once we get older, and we can do the same thing, so we can just keep it going.
And you as well, when you think about the musicians around New Orleans, there are so many of them. Why be a part of that and come into that fold?
It's a special thing. Since you're talented, you don't want it to go to waste. Build up the culture, have fun, and just enjoy yourself.
So kind of tell me about the practices that you guys have done to gear up for this performance.
Practices we got done, it's a lot of hard work. We go into learning songs, a little bit of fussing and all that, but it's all hard work. We end up having fun.
I was going to ask, it does take a lot of hard work, especially as young adults. You could be doing so many other things, but this is where the passion comes in. Why for you a passion?
The passion, it really comes from, he really helped us stay out of the streets. He wants us to become successful young men. And the passion is really just about having fun.
And what would you say to other kids who are out there who maybe want to dabble in music as well?
Just try. If you don't try, you never gonna know if you got talent to do something if you don't try it. You could just pick up a horn and play a note, and then boom, you might like it, and never put a horn down again.
So kind of talk about the performance that you guys are going to be doing today. Y'all going at 150, not far from here. So what can folks expect from the performance?
I just think they're going to be expecting the energy and entertainment from these kids, man. One of the things, just teaching them, I was big on the performance thing, entertaining the crowd, seeing the crowd, entertaining them, understanding your crowd that you have. So everybody wants to come to see a show. Nobody wants to come and see anybody boring. They want to see a show. So I just think when you see the show today, it's just basically going to be very entertaining. They're going to sound good, but most important, they're going to have fun with it.
And that's what sets New Orleans musicians apart. Do you guys have some favorite musicians that you look up to?
My favorite is Louis Armstrong.
Is it?
Yeah, Louis Armstrong, because he played trumpet.
And what made you want to pick up trumpet? Did you go to another instrument first, or was trumpet the first one?
I used to always be at home drumming on the corner. I was like, Mom, I want to get in the band. And then boom, I just picked up a trumpet, I played the note, and never put it down again.
And why trombone for you?
Originally, my freshman year, I was on saxophone, but we lost a whole lot of trombone players that year, so Mr. Van Buren decided to put me on trombone.
It's like you have to feel the music. Sometimes you have to go to where the direction leads you. How have you seen that really work with the musicians that you work with?
I think with them, teaching young musicians, you got to teach them about playing from the soul. A lot of the times what separates a lot of musicians is playing with that feeling, playing with you know, some people could just play, but playing with that feeling that makes people gravitate to what you playing. And that's one of the things, like, I really try to get them to, like, understand, like, you just can't play the instrument. You got to put your heart and soul. If you're going through something on that day, you put your what you're going through into that instrument, and you'll just be amazed how people will just love what you're playing at that particular time.
And that's really what New Orleans musicians are all about. That we see it in every stage around here. What is it that you're hoping not just these young musicians, but also the audiences can take away with them after listening to a performance?
I just want to just take away that these kids are doing some positive things in the city. Like, I know a lot of the times our kids, sometimes we see a lot of negativity and stuff, but they are kids that's really doing some positive things in the city. And I just want, when they leave, that the crowd, the people that see them perform, just say, I can't believe, I want to see those kids again. Like, oh, these kids are going somewhere. I want to see these kids again. And I also want them to encourage the kids. Be like, when they come on stage, be like, man, y'all did a good job. Y'all should continue this. Like keep it going. Don't give up. You know what I'm saying?
Well, certainly don't give up. Appreciate you all for being with us. You know, best of luck to your futures as musicians. I know you guys are going to do well. Appreciate you everything that you've been doing as well. And stick around because we're going to have so much more for you coming from French Quarter Fest 2024 right here on the Love Louisiana Stage in Spanish Plaza.